Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're going to be in Dungeon World for this video. We're continuing the character creation videos for Dungeon World. We are on the Ranger class, so let's read in and create a level 1 Ranger. These city-born folk who you travel with, they heard the call of the wolf, felt the winds howl in the bleak desert of the east. Have they hunted their prey with the bow and knife like you? Hell no. That's why they need you. Guide, hunter, creature of the wilds, you are these things and more. Your time in the wilderness may have been solitary until now, but the call of some greater thing, call it fate if you like, has cast your lot with these folk. Brave they may be, powerful and strong too. You know the secrets of the spaces between them. Without you, they'd be lost. Blaze a trail through the blood and dark strider. So you have two races to choose from by the looks of this. You could be an elf or a human. So I'm going to go with human. And then I need to pick a name. I'll go with Shrike. So let's see. For my look, wild eyes, sharp eyes, or animal eyes. I'll go with animal eyes. Hooded head, wild hair, or bald. We'll go with wild hair. Cape, camouflage, or traveling clothes. We'll go with traveling clothes. Lithe body, wild body, or sharp body. Well, we'll go with wild body. So my hit points will be 8 plus my constitution. My base damage would be a d8. So let's make a note of that. So I'd place my set stats where they would benefit me the most with this class. Starting moves. If you're an elf, when you undertake a perilous journey through the wilderness, whatever job you take, you succeed as if you roll a 10 or higher. When you pick the human, when you make camp in a dungeon or city, you don't need to consume a ration. Well, that's cool. So let's make a note of that. So you get the hunt and track ability no matter which race you are. And it's wisdom based. So far I'm looking at constitutional wisdom needing to be your best stats. And depending upon how you want to play ranged or melee, I would say it would determine your dex or your strength. So hunt and track. When you follow a trail of clues left behind by passing creatures, You roll plus your wisdom modifier. On a 7 or higher, you roll the creature's trail. You follow the creature's trail until there's a significant change in its direction or mode of travel. On a 10 or higher, you also choose one. Gain useful bit of information about your quarry. The GM will tell you what, or determine what caused the trail to end. The next ability you get is Called Shot. When you attack a defenseless or surprised enemy at range, you can choose to deal your damage or name your target and roll plus dex. Head, 10 or higher, as a 7 through 9 plus your damage. 7 through 9, they do nothing but stand and drool for a few moments. Arms, a 10 or higher, it does the same as 7 through 9 plus your damage. On a 7 through 9, they drop anything they're holding. Legs. 10 or higher is the same as 7 through 9 plus your damage. And 7 through 9 on this one, they're hobbled and slow moving. Animal Companion. You have a supernatural connection with a loyal animal. You can't talk to it per se, but it always acts as you wish it to. Name your animal companion and choose a species. Wolf, cougar, bear, eagle, dog, hawk, cat, owl, pigeon, rat, mule. Since I'd be combat oriented, I would lean towards the wolf, the cougar, the bear, the eagle, or the dog. Those would be the ones I would, or the hawk. That sounds pretty good too. Those would be all the ones that would be combat oriented and nice. The mule would be good because that would give you a pack animal. But in this case, we'll go with the bear. So I have Called Shot and Hunt and Track. And then you choose a base for the animal. Ferocity +2, cunning +1, armor, 1 armor, instincts +1. And the numbers switch around. They give you 4 choices. And I would pick the 4th one for this bear. Okay, so you get choices based on those numbers. So for my ferocity that I chose, I get a +3. So I get to pick 3 of these strengths for it. So we'll go with huge. We'll go with tireless. And we'll go with ferocious. And then, because of the one I chose, he only gets 1 of the following for his cunning. Like he'll fight regular humanoids. I'd assume he would forage for himself when I'm not providing anything extra. So we'll go with fight monsters. That way he can help me in combat besides fighting humanoids. And then he has 2 instincts, so he has these, I pick from these weaknesses. So we'll go savage, and frightening. So okay. Then you have command here. When you and your companion attack the same target, add its ferocity to your damage. And this one would have a ferocity of 3, so that'd be pretty good. When me and my companion track, add the cunning to your roll. So essentially the command list would be added to your companion. That's pretty cool. What's the rest of them? When both of us take damage, add its armor to your armor. Cool. When both of you discern realities, and add its cunning to your roll. Cool. And your parlay, add its cunning to your roll. Okay. And someone interferes with you, add its instinct to that roll. Okay. Alignment. Choose an alignment. So the alignment they give you is chaotic, good, and neutral. And I would probably go with chaotic. Now your gear, your load is equal to your 211 plus your strength bonus. You get start with 5 uses of dungeon rations, leather armor, a bundle of arrows, and then you get to pick from the following weapon outfits. Hunter's bow is in both of them, so that goes with the arrows. But the only difference between them is a short sword for one outfit or a spear for the other. And I'm in the mood for a spear for this character, so we'll make a note of that. And then I get to choose between two different adventuring gear outfits or equipments. I'd probably pick more arrows, so I'd go with the second one, which is adventuring gear and a bundle of arrows. And then we would fill out the bonds, which connects you to the rest of your party. I have guided Blank before they owe me, and they owe me for it. Blank is my friend of nature, so I will be their friend as well. Blank has no respect for nature, so I have no respect for them. Blank does not understand life in the wild, so I will teach them. And that is creating a ranger for Dungeon World. Hopefully that will be helpful for anyone that is looking to play a ranger in Dungeon World. Well, until we all game again, guys.